When I rode Miss Andretti, it was more excitement than anything because I knew that I was on the best horse and just had to basically keep her out of trouble.
But another piece of history with this wonderful mare, Miss Andretti.
Sport relishes the big rivalries, and there were few greater feuds than that of Miss Andretti and Gold Edition. The fierce duel reaching its pinnacle at the 2007 Newmarket Handicap at Caulfield.
This time, Miss Andretti flew the gates out wide, so did Dance Hero and Gold Edition.
They were very competitive. There wasn't a lot between them. There was only ever small margins between the two every time they clashed.
Miss Andretti goes into line.
Were you happy with your barrier that day?
No, I hated it.
Oh.
All I basically needed to do was just be in a barrier near Gold Edition because she was the only horse in the race that I was worried about.
On the outside, Gold Edition, a length and a half to Magnus.
I had to sort of take my medicine, and about here I was thinking, oh, crap.
By Magnus, then came further back.
As you can see, once she turns into the straight,
Yeah, that's when she really powers.
and she really gets sort of competitive with the grey mare.
Is this when you go, yep?
Yeah, I knew she was going to beat her here, even though the margin was small, because she just had a great rule to win.
She is the best sprinter in modern times, and she smashed the track record.
That was probably the best edition of those two mares going head-to-head that I was a part of. She goes down as one of the best horses I've ever ridden and probably will ever ride.
So what was your relationship like with Miss Andretti?
I only actually fluked picking up the ride race day for the very first time. I'd actually organised rides in Queensland and completely forgot about them, and Lee Friedman said to me one day, he goes, you can have 2 or 3 rides at Flemington for me this Saturday if you want. And I naturally jumped up and grabbed them with both hands, so had I have not sort of upset the Queensland trainers, I wouldn't have been on her and probably wouldn't have had the relationship I had with her. She was the flag bearer for me. She was the reason I got out of bed, and she was what most jockeys dream of riding, and I was fortunate enough the one to be able to partner her.
It might be a very memorable day for Craig Newitt.
It was a nice day, and it was the only day that I've ever got a photo, and I've still got the photo hanging on my wall, of my old man that he actually shed a tear. It was a pretty special day, but to do it on your 22nd birthday, yeah, very special.